The iPod Touch may be right around the corner, and we're announcing our giveaway. Let's get into it.
Before we do, if you guys are new, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on because it really helps us out. Also, be sure to watch right until the end because we are announcing the first week of our $500 giveaway. So a lot of you guys in the comments have said, I can't wait to win that $500. It's actually $500 over the month.
Yes.
So each week is divided by that $500.
So $125
Yes.
is awarded to each winner each week. First announcement will be at the end of this video. But how do they enter?
So you have to subscribe to our channel, like this video, turn those post notifications on, and comment something that our channel can improve on, along with the hashtag 365Tech giveaway.
And this will be for next week's giveaway, so stay tuned. Also, randomly throughout this video, you'll see a code for an Amazon gift card worth of $25. So if you were the first person to type that in, congratulations. So stay tuned till the end. All right, iPod Touch, Nathan.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
So we saw back in March, a lot of products get released
Yes.
by Apple. We saw 2 iPads, the iPad mini, the iPad Air. Apple also updated their iMac.
Yes.
They released AirPods. A lot of people were expecting the iPod Touch, but this didn't happen.
So during that week, we're expecting a couple of other things to be announced. On the Friday, we were expecting an iPod Touch, and then the day before that, we were expecting
AirPower.
AirPower. But AirPower got canceled. So now we're thinking, did the iPod Touch get canceled too?
It was kind of strange because that week leading up to Apple's March 25th event, Monday, the iPads were released. Tuesday, the iMac. Wednesday, the AirPods.
Yes.
It was reasonable to assume that Apple would release some physical hardware on Thursday and Friday. People were speculating that it was going to be AirPower and then the iPod Touch, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Neither of which happened.
So the last iPod Touch came out back in 2015 in July, and it featured a 4-inch Retina display as well as an A8 Bionic chip and an 8-megapixel camera.
And this is the last member of that iPod family.
That's 4 years ago.
It was 4 years ago. So many assumed that the iPod Touch was dead. They weren't going to update it again. They were just kind of let it dwindle. It's still available to purchase on the Apple Store.
It takes a lot of tabs to get to it.
But you're not going to get an update. People thought this. However, then a few rumors started to come out. Ming-Chi Kuo said that he can expect an iPod Touch to come out.
Yep.
Mac Otakara, a supply chain blog, also said that they have sources within Apple's supply chain that said they could be a potential for an iPod Touch.
And these are very credible sources. They have predicted a lot of things in the past that have come to fruition.
Well, I would say a few things. I'd say Ming-Chi Kuo is a lot more accurate than Mac Otakara.
Possibly.
Mac Otakara has a lot of claims. Like they just had a claim on our last video about Apple releasing 5 phones.
That was misinterpreted.
That's a broad claim. We're not really siding with them on that.
Imagine that actually comes out. I'd be surprised.
So take these with a grain of salt. Obviously, people are hoping for the iPod Touch.
Yes.
There's a small market for it, but I think that market is very, very strong.
Yes. Mainly the iPod Touch nowadays is tailored towards people who do not need cell phones. So mainly kids, children, or educational purposes. Now, I believe that the iPod Touch will come out alongside of Apple Arcade.
That is kind of what we've seen traditionally when Apple has released their iPod Touches.
Yes.
Only this recent one, their 6th generation iPod Touch, was released in July. The rest of them were released in the fall.
Alongside of the iPhones. Now, an interesting to note is that the iPod Touch, when it came out, the last generation, had the exact same specs as the iPhone that came out the year before. So it had the exact same specs as the iPhone 6. So if there is a new iPod Touch, it could have the same specs as the XS, which would be kind of cool.
Potentially. Also releasing, so going back to what I was saying before, because you kind of cut me off.
Sorry, I was excited.
So also releasing in the fall is this Apple Arcade.
Yes.
And I think, especially since the iPod Touch is really, I'd say, tailored to kids or parents that don't want their kids to have a phone yet.
Yes.
It kind of goes hand in hand with the Apple Arcade.
It does.
Because kids love playing games. Well, most kids at least.
Same here.
So an Apple Arcade would be perfect on the iPod Touch.
It would. I feel like if they do step up the iPod Touch to a larger screen, it will be perfect.
So it would make sense for the fall timeframe to have the iPod Touch to be released.
They're probably going to say something perfect for Apple Arcade is a new iPod Touch for kids. And it does make sense. I mean, they're cheaper to make, so if you do break it, it's cheaper to replace, cheaper to fix.
One issue with the current 6th generation iPod Touch is you can't group FaceTime.
Ooh,
And
right.
especially if it's like a family device for a kid and he wants to FaceTime mom and dad, say dad's on a business trip or something like that, he can't do that because of the aged processor.
Yeah.
So if, traditionally speaking, the iPod Touch is released this year, and it also goes along with what the 6th generation was, it'll probably, hopefully have a good processor with it.
Yeah, probably the A11 or A12 Bionic chip.
Maybe not that good, but something that allows for FaceTime.
Or
at
maybe the
least.
same specs as the iPad. Nathan!
Yes.
How are you? What's on the screen right now?
The Amazon gift code. Congratulations.
Yes, if you're the first person to type that in, you got an Amazon gift card code. I forget how much this one was worth. All right, let's talk about the winner of last week's giveaway.
Well, it was like this past week.
This past week.
So
Yes.
you guys had a ton of awesome comments.
Yes.
We really appreciated a lot of the feedback. At the beginning of the week, we said to tell us something that we're doing good, and we got a lot of positive feedback. And then later in the week, it was something to improve on, and we got a lot of really good feedback. We really appreciate all your guys' feedback. And we have picked a winner. It was a difficult decision, but we picked a winner for this week's giveaway.
Yes, the winner is Julie Espino. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. But you left a lot of good feedback, a lot of comments on each video, and we appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Julie, and congratulations.
So we're gonna be DMing you, giving you the codes for your $125 gift card. So congratulations as I build this pyramid.
Yeah, so if you guys want to win, and we really appreciate all of your very, very positive feedback. There was a lot of great things that we're gonna actually work on and try to implement in our video. A lot of people commented about the sign. We are actually getting that changed. So thank you for noticing that, yes.
Also, if you guys don't follow us on our personal social medias, do that, why not?
It always helps.
Kind of, sort of. Keep you guys up to date on all the tech, and we're building another pyramid. So, if you guys want a chance to win next week's giveaway, you know what to do. Nathan, hit him with it again.
Subscribe to this channel. Like this video if you liked it. Turn those post notifications on and comment something that our channel can improve on, along with the hashtag 365Tech giveaway.
Yes, and we'll see you guys in the next video.